everyone, my name is Kate, better known as Kate Loves Hair.
And I'm Gabby at BeGabulous, and this is our fabulous model Janine today.
And today we're going to be doing a Miami Blonde color refresh utilizing our
Ultra Color brushes. All right, so we're gonna get started. So now we're ready to apply. We went ahead and mixed up her lightener.
And what I've done is I'm going to go through and section her into traditional quadrants, utilizing the point of the brush to section. And then we're going to use the Colortrak clips just to clip everything and keep all of our sections nice and neat.
We're going to hit the front of her hairline last, just because the hair is a little bit thinner in the front and we don't want to cause any type of irritation or any type of burning around her scalp.
If you guys noticed too, when we were talking about the Ultra Color brush, we're going in, and if you see her amount of regrowth, this is the perfect brush length for a blonde refresh.
Now, even though we're using it for a blonde refresh, this can be utilized for a color retouch as well.
And when I'm using the brush, I'm just going in and it gives me the perfect amount of product that I need to start my application.
Now I'm gently just patting the lightener. I don't want to just slap it onto her scalp. You also want to make sure your lines are extremely clean for even and consistency. So we're just going to continue this pattern all the way up into the top, and then we are going to start from here back. And just like Kate mentioned, this is the exact size of her regrowth, which is making the application that much easier.
Now we have this slowed down a little bit for you guys, but if this were salon reality, we would be just going through and utilizing the tip of the brush, the point, and we can section through and just keep everything nice and neat as we work up the head.
And you want to make sure you're not overlapping onto her other blonde, because that has already been previously lightened. That's going to pick up faster than her new growth.
So we're going to continue working up the head shape, and then once we're done, we'll start in the back. Same thing, we're going to start at the bottom and work towards the top, and then we are going to add our Colortrak processing cap.
And you also have to remember that even though we are adding a processing cap, her head is also generating heat. So it's very important for you to work at a good pace, because you don't want to keep that, you want everything processing at the same exact time. So now that we went ahead and we did the back section, we're going to go ahead and hit her hairline very gently,
just to make sure that we're keeping her front hairs nice and healthy and maintaining the integrity of it. And then after we do the front hairline, we're going to utilize our Ultra Color brushes and section through opposite the way that we first applied. And we're going to section through and cross-check our sections to make sure that we have a nice even application.
This really ensures that every single spot has been saturated and has lightener on it. You also want to make sure you're constantly asking your client how her scalp is feeling and if she's comfortable. If the client tells you that she's feeling a little bit, like a burning sensation or heat, you want to make sure you take a look at that, and maybe she has to be rinsed, or she has to, sit with a lower developer or anything like that, because the health of their scalp is the most important when doing a bleach process.
How long do you like to let your lightener retouches process for?
So normally I would say roughly about 30 minutes. It depends with the processing cap, and it depends how dark they are. Mm-hmm. With her, she was more or less, I would say, a level 5, level 6.
Right.
So about 30 minutes. We will put the processing cap, which will help generate the heat a little bit faster, but you always want to be checking her at, every 5-10 minutes, just in case, if you have the time to do so.
Yeah.
How's your side looking?
Good. Coming to the front, just going through and just tapping that front little hairline again, just to make sure that all the tiny little hairs are covered.
How's your scalp feeling?
Feels good.
Now what we just did in the front with the cross-checking, we're doing the same thing in the back. We're going in the opposite direction that we already did to make sure everything has been touched.
Okay, so we just finished our application and we're gonna isolate her scalp heat so she's processing nice and evenly. We're gonna take this, we can just tuck her hair right underneath.
And then we're gonna go ahead, set our timer.
And once her time is up, we're going to get her rinsed, give her a great relaxing shampoo experience, do a beautiful toner, and we're really excited to show you guys the end result.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Colortrak and me at Begabulous.
And me at Kate Loves Hair. I want to thank our beautiful model for letting us color her today. Good job, Gabby.